So welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I am going to attempt to explain the addiction disease in simple terms so that those of you out there, like myself, who do not have a medical background and are not familiar with medical terms can understand why the addiction disease is such a difficult one to recover from, and to come to understand why the path to recovery is such a narrow one. Here's what we know. Addiction is a disease that affects the brain. It affects the part of the brain that houses our reward system and controls our decision making, our impulses, and other important thought processes of the brain. When this part of the brain is exposed to addictive substances or behavior, it starts to release an overabundance of dopamine into our system. This is a chemical that creates an intense sense of pleasure and euphoria, and it makes it very difficult for individuals to resist the instant gratification that addiction brings them. We know that addiction is just like any other curable disease, such as diabetes or cancer, and it requires professional treatment as well as ongoing management. So why don't more people seek out professional treatment for addiction? Well, unfortunately, there are several factors that impact individuals for not seeking out professional help. Number one on the list, in my opinion, is stigma. The stigma that surrounds addiction in our society makes it very, very difficult for individuals to go public and seek out professional treatment for their disease. It leads to feelings of judgment and feelings that society thinks that it's just a moral failing on their part. They think it's a choice. It clearly is not. My daughter and I, we learned the power of stigma firsthand. We know how hurtful it can be to those who are suffering, as well as the families. The only way we can begin to reduce the stigma surrounding addiction is through knowledge and education. It is up to us to spread the word so that we can form a more understanding and compassionate approach to those who are suffering from addiction, so that they will go out and seek the treatment that they so desperately need. On our next video, we will discuss the other factors that keep people from seeking out treatment for their addiction, to include finances, a fear of withdrawal symptoms, and fear of being labeled an addict. So until next time, stay strong. Do not give up hope.